Wow, fairy tales.
Beauty is something that humans are always aiming for or yearning to have. It's easy to understand the fact that every man wants to have a beautiful wife, but they don't know that beauty is the origin of all suffering in the future. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived an unmarried young man who lived by cutting firewood. One day, while the woodcutter was cutting down a tree, he saw a crow carrying a little sparrow to sit on a rock near where he worked. Seeing that, he suddenly felt sorry for the little sparrow that was about to become a meal for the evil bird. The woodcutter picked up the stone and threw the crow. The crow was startled, dropping the bait, and flapped his wings.
Hey, woodcutter! Have I made any grudge against you that you spoil my delicious food like that? I curse you will never live in peace.
The woodcutter ignored the crow, ran to pick up the dying sparrow, trying to find a way to warm it up again. After a while, the bird regained consciousness and was able to fly.
Thank you, kind woodcutter. Please wait here for a moment. I have a present for you.
A moment later, the bird flew back with a tiny bottle and put it down next to the woodcutter.
In return for saving my life, I would like to give you this magic water bottle. This bottle has the power to make ugly into beautiful, small into big, but absolutely do not use too much. Otherwise, it will be counterproductive.
After the bird flew away, he sat back and hesitantly opened the button to see a full bottle of sweet-smelling water.
This fragrant water is only for the ladies to beautify, but not for me.
Then he closed the bottle carefully, brought it home, and hung it on the rafters. Due to busy work, he forgot the bottle. Time passed. The woodcutter finally got a wife. The whole village was happy for him. His wife was also a farmer's daughter. All year round doing farm, she looks ugly. But the couple love each other very much. One day, the woodcutter went to work early. The wife was home cleaning the house when she accidentally saw a small jar hanging from the beam. Curious about what it was, she took a chair and climbed up to take the bottle down and open it. What is this bottle? Why does it look so beautiful? When the bottle was opened, a sweet fragrance spread throughout the room. Smelling the scent, the wife thought it was perfumed water for bathing. So she mixed it with water to bathe. Unexpectedly, after taking a bath with that water, she naturally became beautiful and her beauty was second to none. The husband came back from work and saw his wife. He was dumbfounded, thinking this was a fairy that had fallen to the earth. He almost did not recognize his wife anymore.
Why did you suddenly become so beautiful like a fairy?
When I was cleaning the house, I accidentally saw a bottle of water hanging on the rafters. I opened it. It smelled so good, and I mixed it with the bath water. And then I suddenly became as beautiful as now. After listening to his wife, the woodcutter recalled the story of a grateful sparrow in the past and told his wife. Knowing the use of the magic water bottle, the farmer and his wife discussed how to do business.
Having a bottle of magic water in hand, we must take advantage of it to change our lives.
I have an idea. We shall water this to the pumpkins in the garden and then sell them. Everyone likes strange things. They will definitely buy a lot. After discussing with each other, the couple mixed a few drops of the magic water with water and rained the pumpkins in the garden. After watering, the pumpkins immediately became strangely large. The couple brought the pumpkin to sell in the market, but it was unexpectedly expensive because everyone was curious about the giant pumpkins. Thanks to the sale of the pumpkins, their life became happier, not as miserable as before. One day, the husband was busy with work and went out early. The wife brought pumpkins to the market to sell as usual and met the king when he was on his patrol. Having craving for wine and women, when seeing such a drop-dead gorgeous woman, The king was engrossed in the wife's gaze. He ordered the wife to be taken to the palace despite her screaming and begging. "Why are you arresting me? I'm not guilty. Please forgive me." The husband came home, heard that his wife was arrested by the king. He was so sorrowful that he didn't want to do anything. The wife, after being captured to the palace, she became silent and did not speak or smile. All day, just sitting silently, she missed her husband so bad. The king did everything but could not see a smile of the beauty. He enragedly ordered her locked up on a high floor, not allowed to go anywhere nor talk to anyone.
I've humbled myself to make fun of you, but you don't even smile once. What an insolence. Let's escort her to the upper floor. Do not let her go out, not talk to anyone, to see how long she can last.
As for the husband, he went through a difficult time, then decided to find a way to save his wife.
I can't sit around like this. I have to find a way to save my wife.
The husband ran to the back of the garden, put a pumpkin and a bottle of magic water on the trolley, then set off.
Big pumpkin, sweet pumpkin, giant pumpkin for sale.
The wife was upstairs, heard the sound like her husband's voice. She rushed out and looked down. It was indeed her husband. Seeing her husband, she happily burst into laughter. The guard saw the strangeness and rushed to tell the king the news.
My lord, I just saw the beautiful girl laughing because of a pumpkin seller.
The king heard that the pumpkin salesman made the beauty laugh, so he forced the husband into the palace and at the same time sent the guards to bring the wife to the palace.
How strange it is. I did all kinds of things and she didn't even smile. But now she is laughing because of a pumpkin salesman? Let's bring that street vendor and the beautiful girl to the palace for me.
In the palace, the king forced the husband to take off his clothes for the king to wear. He wanted to imitate the pumpkin salesman so as to make the beauty laugh. After taking the husband's clothes and the pumpkin trolley, the king revealed his wicked face.
Quickly escort this guy to the dungeon waiting for the day of the trial. From now on, I will be the only one who can make the beauty laugh.
The wife saw that her husband was in danger and didn't know what to do. Suddenly, she saw the bottle of magic water next to the pumpkin on the trolley. Remembering what her husband said before, that magic water couldn't be used too much or it will backfire, she rushed to get the bottle and poured some on her face, and in a moment, she returned to her ugly appearance as before.
How dare you to deceive even the king? Let's drag this couple down to behead.
Please forgive us. We would like to offer you this magic water bottle. This vial of water can give you a beautiful appearance and unparalleled strength.
Nonsense! How can there be such a magical treasure in the world? Don't lie!
To prove that the water bottle really had a miracle, the wife took a drop of magic water and poured it on a tree in the main hall. The tree suddenly became bigger. The king quickly snatched the magic water bottle. He took the holy water and smeared it all over his body in order to have boundless strength and beautiful appearance.
From now on, I will have invincible beauty and strength that no one can match.
But unexpectedly, just after applying the water, black smoke surrounded the king. He suddenly turned into a black centipede and crawled away. The militaries, after seeing the king's accident, were overjoyed because the king was inherently insatiable and did not care about the people. The court officials had hated him for a long time, but could not do anything. To thank the couple, the court officials gave them a lot of gold and then gave them a horse to take home. Although the wife has returned to her ugly shape, the husband still loves her wholeheartedly. With the gold they received, the couple took some to help the poor. The rest they rebuilt the house and lived a happy life for the rest of their lives.